Hi, my name is Alana, and welcome to my YouTube, I guess. I have been thinking about doing this for a while. Of course, with everything happening with TikTok, I could not even begin to explain what's happening. But with all of that, I figured it was finally time. That aside, I have been thinking about making long form content for a while because I just love to yap. And anytime I make videos talking about books, I do have to cut them down because I talk for too long. So I feel like this is long overdue. I figured it only made sense to start off with a little bit of an introduction. So without further ado, as mentioned, my name is Alana. That is how you pronounce it. It is not Elena, but I am too much of a people pleaser to correct you if you say it. I am in my early 30s, but I dress like a child. I live in Southern California in Orange County with my husband and my dog Leela. She has one eye, so she is named after the Futurama character. I have been a fashion creator on the internet in one form or another since I was like 15. I made a blog in high school and then I started a Tumblr in college. I couldn't figure out a good name for that Tumblr, so I ended up just looking at my dorm room number and calling it room 334. And somehow that name just kind of has stuck with me for the past like 12 to 14 years, however long it's been. And that's me. After having another blog for a while in my early 20s, I of course moved to Instagram, and I have made so many of my best friends through sharing my outfits and talking about fun clothes on the internet for a very long time. I still do that, but over the last few years, I've started talking about books too. I was one of those people who was a very avid reader as a kid. I always had a book with me. I would spend hours at Borders. And then sometime around, I think, end of high school, college, I kind of just stopped reading. And then at the end of 2021, I decided I wanted to try reading again. I picked up Normal People by Sally Rooney because I loved the show. And I figured that maybe if I picked up a book that was a story that I knew I already liked, it would get me to read the book more. Turns out that was right. I ended up picking up the rest of Sally Rooney books and loving them all, and then I just haven't stopped since. Reading again just kind of felt like I'd found a part of myself that was missing, and I've continued to read other books like that, but really I think where I've found the biggest part of myself again was reading romance. I was such a romance reader when I was younger. I would pick up rom-coms, and I think part of why I stopped reading for a while is because I felt like I needed to be reading very heavy books that I felt like I should be reading. And once I found romance again, something just clicked for me. I am just like the other girls, and I love Emily Henry. I have the entire stack behind me of all of the US and UK editions. She, I think, will always be my number one. Something about her writing just will forever work for me. I also love authors like Hannah Bonham Young, Jessica Joyce, Kennedy Ryan, Talia Hibbert, Ashley Poston, Nisha Sharma, Abby Jimenez, Cara Bastone. Too many to list, but that type of contemporary romance is absolutely my favorite. I do also still love literary fiction. I think for a while that was kind of what I became known for a little bit with a small group of people, and I do still read a lot of it. I love lit fic, I love speculative fiction and light sci-fi. I love authors like Emily St. John Mandel, Ling Ma, Ling Ling Huang. I love Etoff Rum's books. I love Emily Austen. I am now just naming too many authors to give you an idea of what types of books I love. But I'm excited to talk about all of these books and more in this new way. And I'm also planning on sharing outfit stuff and fashion stuff on here too. I have kind of split up my accounts in the past couple of years and had separate book accounts from fashion accounts, but I don't think I have the energy to do that here. So I think I'm just going to combine the two and also talk about fun, colorful dopamine dressing here too. I don't 100% know what this is going to look like, but I'm kind of excited to try this in a new format because I've been doing this so long in other formats and just combine the things that I love. I don't know if anybody has any interest in watching me talk for longer than 2 to 3 minutes, but even if nobody does, I think I'm going to have fun doing this. So if there is anything you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, I'm excited to come up with some ideas.